So we do have multiple characters who are resisting the tuning or pushing back against the control in some way. Like as a matter of world building, this is supposed to be so foolproof until somebody like Murdoch comes along.
It's even weird when you say like it's meant to be foolproof because for the detective, for example, at no point do people like ask like basic questions. So you're saying like he got like this like box thing from his dying grandma, but he doesn't remember like receiving it. It's almost like, do people not push back on some of these memories?
It is more something that, yeah, of course, I remember that. And there's this philosophical experiment about if an all powerful being created the world 10 minutes ago and was able to construct your memories of your entire life to like just make that feel real, how would you know that this is not the case? What could you do to disprove this?
Oh, is that a question for me to answer?
Yeah, please solve this philosophical puzzle in 3 minutes or less. No, but it's like a philosophical thought experiment, right? If somebody was able to manufacture reality and your memories in that way, how could you ever prove that this is the case? You couldn't. Because every way you would prove it is through your environment, but your environment is being controlled by this agency or by this actor. So philosophically, you cannot prove that the universe is older than 10 minutes. Because any way you would do it is under the control of the entity faking the universe.
It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not that deep, because ultimately the answer is, so what? Okay, so what do I do because of this? And the answer is nothing.
True.
That's why it's not a very important thought experiment, but it's kind of a thought experiment that kind of goes into this idea of what can you actually prove or disprove, and when would you actually be able to rule out an explanation that is constructed to be undisprovable? How often have you remembered something and it doesn't quite add up, and then it turns out you remember something that didn't happen, or it didn't happen in that way? Did you end up going to, oh, therefore my life is being run by psychic aliens who have constructed my reality for scientific experiments? No, you just say, I guess I misremembered.
True. So I probably on the point I said can cut the movie some slack.
It then comes down to, like, thematically, what is it saying? And I think what this is all about is about how are our personalities and our persons defined. The memories are important, but it's only part of the story. And there's a human nature underneath that interacts with these memories. And there are emotions we have that drive our actions. And those are informed by the memories, but they're not determined by them. So it's like a complex interplay. And trying to engineer an outcome in this way just doesn't work because it's too complex. You can call it that the soul if you want, but you don't need the soul for this, right? You don't need magic for this.